Good morning from sunny Sacramento, California. I'm here with Dr. Bing Gu with California Sunlight, who's inventor of this. It's the only safe Fresnel lens cooker that I'm aware of. Totally self-contained, the balloon cooker, and I'm here actually to pick up solar generators. Yeah, with solar panels and so forth.
Solar PV cooker.
Solar PV cooker. There we go. So we can use it for that. And I'm going to ask him specifically about the Fresnel lens cooker and the balloon cooker, and then we'll just talk about other things. But the very first question I always ask is, how did you get involved with solar energy at all? As a kid or college, or when did you first discover it and then apply it to solar cooking?
Yeah, by training, I'm a major in energy
Okay.
science, and apparently solar energy should be our major source of energy
Yes.
for all the people in the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so is that when you discovered it, or did you discover solar energy as a kid, or?
When I in college, I already
Oh, you're
yeah.
okay, sure, yeah. Well, and how did you come up with the idea for the Fresnel lens cooker?
Solar cooking is one of the solar energy technology, and a lot of people didn't pay much attention to, which I think is a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to focus on more in the direct use of solar energy, including normal solar cooking, and traditional solar cooking device like a parabolic dish have some issue like a safety issue, and it's not very automatic. So we come up with a design to make automatic with sun tracking, also with optical design to make very self-contained. Everything is covered, so it's very safe to use anywhere.
Sure. Yeah, and I have one. We got it 3 years ago. I came up with a friend, and the great feature I like is the focusing element with the solar panels on the corner, so that you can always keep it exactly aligned to be able to cook with it, and several attachments that will interlace with this later. I've used it several times, cooks very well, but like I say, the very first thing I thought of as soon as I saw it was, I've seen other Fresnel lens cookers on YouTube, and there's another one that's made in Europe that it's wide open, and if you're not tending to it and you have to constantly move it manually, it's a fire hazard. I mean, it's just like natural gas is if you're not tending your stove. So that appealed to me, and it's on a platform, so you can roll it around. I put it on my deck, so I can just roll it around as I need it. So yeah.
I think this is one of the examples show you if we invest a little money in solar cooking technology, it could advance a lot more.
Yes.
Right now, still also very, very minimal funding available for cooking technologies.
Sure. And this, I think, is the 32-inch.
42
right?
inches. We have 42 inches.
Also 42 inch, so another 8 inches, or another 10 inches. Oh my goodness, yeah, that would really be powerful. Yeah. And it's listed on CaliforniaSunlight.com.
Yes.
California-sunlight.com. So that's how they can get a hold of you and look into it. All right. Well, I'm thinking now if you move over to the balloon cooker. How did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, the solar balloon cooker is the lightest solar cooker in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot see, I haven't found any cooker lighter than this one.
Sure.
When you fold it, you put in a pocket. Actually, it's only like I think 1.8 ounce.
Yeah. Not even 2 ounces. Just one.
And it's also now self-contained systems. We come with a solar cooking bag and with a solar absorption unit inside.
Sure.
Everything put in your pocket. When you need it, like hiking or even like mountain climbing, on top you blow it up, you get you to boil a cup of water.
And it's kind of it's semi-parabolic, kind of a cone.
We call it like a compound parabolic
Okay.
concentrator.
Sure.
The design is to make the shape of the concentrator make the focal point go down to the bottom of the cooking unit.
Okay.
So the light doesn't going up, but it come down. To
Sure.
The,
Okay. And
CTC.
yes, and the cooking pot goes in the bottom in its own kind of a sleeve, right?
And the sleeve is more like a refrigerator to contain all the sunlight inside.
Sure.
Two purpose. One is like solar thermal insulation to keep the heat inside. Second also is safety. When you have a refrigerator around the cooking outside, people cannot be burned by sunlight or anything. So
Sure.
it's a safety reason too.
Yeah. And I have to note we have a very modest breeze here, so just a few weights on either side hold it in place. Area just heavier weights would hold it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use a wet towel or a piece of cloth or whatever put on both sides, one
Sure.
over the one here, to
Sure.
hold it down.
Yep. Or even stakes with a rope or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It come with a tie. You can tie to your like a backpack.
Sure.
Tie to your chair. Or
Yeah. Well, and I remember when I picked up the Fresnel cooker, and you might remember I had a Saturn, and so we had to dismantle it to fit it in because I didn't have a roof carrier. I should have had a roof carrier. But even that, it was I didn't even really pay much attention. I took a few pictures, but I was able to put it back together the way it was. So we're talking simple design, fairly simple design. I mean, everything's self-contained there. Yeah.
So this big different application. And the initial idea for me is I want to show people the advantage of the solar cooking. More like for application. For solar cooking, a very small unit, because the efficiency of the solar cooking is so high, a small unit will be able to burn a cup of water.
Sure.
Yeah. And we are talking about $20-$30 cost compared to a couple $1,000 cost. It's totally different application.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so now in the present, do you have any other thoughts for another solar cooker design, or pretty happy with what you have?
We have a parabolic cooker design over there. If you want, you can take a look.
Sure.
And we have a whole big 8 feet solar parabolic dish.
Oh my!
And we have a folding parabolic design.
Okay.
But balloon for the length parabolic dish is a solar design. And on top of that, we have a solar PV for cooking. And solar PV, of course, also for lighting, for charging, and for other applications.
Sure. And we have the one charger that you mentioned, or the generator that you posted on the World Network there with the 300 watts.
320.
Yeah, 320. Yeah, and it folds up nice and flat. Yeah.
I have a 100 watt one, so I just want to see if you don't have space, I give you a 100 watt.
Right.
300 watt.
Sure. No, we'll be good. That's maybe a little bigger than the box that my Simplicity comes in, so it'll fit perfect.
But this will be good. This will give a lot more power.
Yes. So for the future, for people that watch this, what do you think they should be doing to promote solar cooking and solar energy?
I think the key here is we need to find more funding, investment to develop solar cooking technology. We don't need to promote solar cooking technology. If we invest in solar cooking technology, people will select whatever is appropriate for them. Sure. For example, if you are going to mountain hiking, you are not going to carry a big solar panel.
Right.
And by the time, you still need to stove the cooking, use a battery something.
Yes.
We are talking about 40-50 pounds. 2 ounces solar cooker.
Yeah.
Solve your cooking problem.
You can bring 10 of them along, and you barely even notice that you have it.
Yeah. Why you want to choose one? People will automatically select the solar cooking.
Sure.
In a very limited space, solar cooking, from their length or parabolic dish, we're talking about 60, 70, or even 80% efficiency. The solar panel only 15 to 20% efficiency.
Yep.
So in a limited space, automatic solar thermal is the way to go.
Yes. I
started thinking about so many technology. Each one should have their place. More like bicycle, motorcycle, car, airplane, and ship.
Yes.
Everyone has their place. So different tools have different place.
Yes.
And solar cooking is one of them.
Sure.
So right now it's very, very underdeveloped.
Yeah.
Many people are still working on like, but pretty still like spend spare time, spend very, very little money to repeat many of the traditional cooking technology. So we didn't see much move forward.
Sure.
If we can invest even 1% of the resource money in solar cooking, we will much move to much higher level, like all these new products. And people will select whatever appropriate for them.
Mm-hmm. You're actually the fourth person on my trip because I've interviewed 10 people already.
Yeah.
When I ask, how do you see the future, they emphasize that we need investment, that we need people to say, it can be a profitable business for the person making them and selling them, but also it's going to appeal to people when they see that it's so useful.
This is like $20-$30 product.
Yeah.
It collects solar energy. If you put a half part of the water here, put it outside, put on our solar cooker tracker, it's automatic for the small one, automatic for the sun. By the end of that, you collect all of the heat in the water for your heating. We are talking about, for example, you say this winter, some of the European countries may don't have enough for like fuel for heating. I can manufacture like 100 million of this kind of cooker in a couple months.
Right.
And everyone get one. Whenever sun out, you get all the heat.
Yes.
Yeah. That will partially solve the problem.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's so cost effective and so quicker.
Yes.
Other technology cannot reach that level at the same time.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, how about we can look inside of the parabolics?
Yeah, you can look at it.
Yeah. Okay. So, tell me about this. This is a couple like satellite dish type parabolics and reflectors.
Offset. So the focal point is offset, 45-degree
Offset.
parabolic dish.
Okay.
So when the sunlight comes down here, the focal point actually on the other side.
Okay.
And we have a mirror here, reflect the sunlight up, and we can cook it on top.
Oh wow. Okay.
Tortilla here.
Sure. And how did you come up with this idea?
The idea is to protect people who are doing solar cooking by optical design. That way, the people do the cooking far from the concentrated sunlight.
Okay.
And you can even put a wall around it. Like we can cook inside the room and then we let the outside.
Sure. And around here, show.
Yeah, you can make a small cooking kitchen here.
Oh, sure.
And then this one is the outside one. And then cook inside.
Yeah.
That way it's very safe for you to do the cooking.
Sure.
And one thing about what we dish is you can make very big. So if you need more energy, you can make a much bigger one.
Scaling up.
And you can still have inside the cooking kitchen inside, make a wall here.
Sure. And there's space under there too where you could have shelves or something if you needed.
Yeah. And then you can moving around both sides.
Yeah. And I see the reflectors have kind of gears, a worm gear, bolt, to be able to adjust them. Do they have to adjust both at the same time or?
No, you can adjust either one.
Okay.
Fine. And also in the future, if you have more application, you can make automatic or make a motor to check it. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Do you know about how many watts this must be? It's got to be really up there. This would probably be the equivalent of about a meter of circle diameter, right?
Yeah. The design is cooking area have like about 1,000 watt of energy.
Okay.
That's the use energy, not the solar. After like reflection, still have at least 1,000 watt energy here.
Sure.
For cooking.
And this is a Mylar
Okay. This mylar reflect film from 3M.
3M.
I
Okay.
have a whole row. So
Okay.
after 1 year, couple year, you can recover, replace.
Okay. Sure. And the mirror, that's must be stainless steel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, this one reflector, you can use 3M film that cover.
Sure. Yeah, because when it hits the mirror, the focal point isn't so hot. It's about like that, but it's still.
The focal point actually is in the middle of here, not on the plate, not on the mirror.
Right.
So the mirror is not very hot. Here is not very hot. You can adjust it.
Sure. Okay. Wow. And it's all on wheels, so it's not only portable and a.
Same thing with for net length. One of the ideas is to make the solar cooking controllable. Because right now you have a reflector optical area, you can cover it.
Right.
You can cover it. You can adjust it lower, higher to make more the full light or only partially.
Okay. Well, great. I can't think of any other questions. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And the word network, people are very familiar with parabolics.
Oh
Yeah. Okay. What else? Should we look at that guy?
yeah. That is a very traditional solar parabolic dish. That is pretty big.
And how big is it?
8 feet.
8 feet?
96 inch.
Oh man.
So we call it CS 9600.
Okay.
Also is on wheel. Can moving around and can go up and down.
Sure. And are you marketing this now, or?
We have very limited, more like a made to order. Now it's more and more difficult to make such a big dish now.
Sure.
Used to have one or two company in Montana made it. Now they're totally shut down.
Oh no.
So
Because it was probably for like radar, and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
radar they're getting
yeah,
more efficient
yeah.
with the.
the market is very small, so they don't want to work on television. They totally close.
Oh. Yeah.
This is good for like provide like hot water for a small school or community center or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's at least 3,000 watt
Yes.
of energy on top of focal point.
Oh my
You
goodness.
heat a lot of water, hot water.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah. Very quickly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. This has been fantastic.
And thank you for doing all work to promote solar cooking.